I started the sciences in that school. At that time, schools were not allowed to take science without being inspected, and it was becoming compulsory for schools to have science. I taught initially general science and integrated science, as well as biology. In fact, I was the first biology teacher in the school, and the first set I taught for biology had the best results in the school till date. Actually, I was employed by one of the Catholic sisters, Roman Catholic sisters from Ireland. I think Sister Camel. And we had some other sisters, Sister Rena, and another one, Sister Claire. They were very disciplined, and we got on very well. In fact, Sister Camel gave me the employment letter as a biology teacher because she wanted a science teacher so that the school could be approved for science. So I set up the science in the school, and the Ministry of Education came to inspect, and she was very happy at the end of the day. You have asked me to give a word or biannual convention. I believe this is the third one. I wish you many successful ones ahead, and I hope you will be able to get more of the old students to join the association, because old students are very important to keep the school going, so that you can give back to the school part of what you got, so that future generation can benefit and remember you as old students. Thank you.
The incident was, we had one January to December.
Yes, ma'am.
Then around the time that we should go on holidays, say for the Christmas period, and so we are doing the Christmas carol and so on, and then suddenly some noise was heard on the express.
On the road in front of the school.
In front of the school, and people who were in the buses going started jumping down and wanting to enter the
compound.
The school
compound.
Wow. But luckily enough, the
gate man had locked the gate.
The gate man locked the gate, and some of the fathers, the Father Mure's compound, Father Mure, so that they too rushed in into the school compound and came to the front of the gate to stop the
people from entering. Okay.
So that's what was one.
Good day, everyone. My name is Pelumi Eluwole Ni Unkede. I'm a student of the set of 1985 to 1991. I'm a proud member of Fatima House, the Red House. Oh, my classmates, there are many that I can remember. Presently, I'm the admin of my set, the 85 to 91 set. I can remember so many. I can remember Reki Abelo, Bidun Odunewu, Temitope Adelani, Julana Amo, Tessin Woko, Funke Akota. I have so many. Yinka Lege, and so many. We are so many. I can remember all of them. My relationship with my senior and my junior in school. Oh, I'm the quiet type in school. Even presently, I'm still the quiet type. I believe everyone is unique. I believe everyone is special, and I have learned to deal with everyone with respect. So I respect all my seniors. I give them their regard, and also my junior. Even if you are my junior, I give you your due regard. I respect everyone, and that has given me a way to be able to relate with everyone in school, and even now. Many people even ask me, how are you doing it? You are relating with those seniors. Ṣé wọn kì í ṣàjẹṣà? I say, if they are your blood, you call them Aje, and I've been able to learn from them. I'm learning from my seniors. I'm even also learning from my juniors. So it's good to relate, and I'm enjoying it. My profession, I am a chartered accountant by profession. When I was in school, I was in science class. I was a science class student. Then our parents and teachers believe if you perform very well in your junior school work, that you are fit for science class. Yes, I was in the science class and I did well, but when I finished school, I discovered my strength in the accounting line, and I pursue it. And I'm a fellow of the Chartered Accountant of Nigeria today, a fellow. I pursue that which is my strength, and God helped me. I am so glad. I'm so glad anytime the convention or the holiday is coming, I'm always glad. I'm so glad today in 2019 when I was a member of the NEC then, and we were asked to suggest what we can begin to do in the OLA, and I suggested that we should be having something like Ola Day. Then our president then was Pastor Mrs. Sholari, and she and the other NEC member welcomed the idea, and we started. And up to today, we are still celebrating Ola Day. I am so grateful, and I want to congratulate all of us today. Happy anniversary, and happy anniversary.
Let's see. We are gay little girls from Loretto. We come from a beautiful house, far away from all over the sea. You'll find that we are pretty, and our eyes are lovely, you see. You'll find that we are pretty, and a merry, merry girls, and we go. Gay little Loretians, gay little girls from Loretto. Gay little Loretto ladies, gay little girls from Loretto. La 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 la. It was a routine regimental life, full of discipline, orderliness, and godly living lifestyle. The principal at that time was Reverend Sister Elby of blessed memory, and all members of staff were very particular about our being ladylike. They taught us a lot about etiquette, table manners, cleanliness, self-esteem, and punctuality to events, and humility, and these were the virtues we were made to cultivate, and they became very inherent in us all forever.
Permit me to say at this junction to thank the members of the BOT, as the Board of Trustees, for their support and commitment to the college. In particular, the present chairman of the Lagos chapter, Mrs. Tony Phillips, who's also the executive secretary of BOT. She's doing such a tremendous job. She gives me the nudge. She's just fantastic. And I want to use this opportunity, Tony, to thank you. And what is an honor and privilege actually to be the chairperson of the BOT, and I'm not taking this for granted. And I thank you all for giving me this opportunity. And I pray that for as long as I remain the chairperson of the BOT, I'll put my best foot forward.
What I could say about our school, Our Lady of Apostles Secondary Grammar School in those days, is that it built leaders. It set us up for leadership. And the teachers weren't just teaching us algebra, the regular subjects. They were training us. They were building our character. And that's why if you look at the executive of OLAMIOSA today, you'll see that many of those who are in the executive, who are those who had passed out of the school in the 70s and the 60s, and you could see the differentiation from what we have nowadays. I remember very clearly one of our white Caucasian teachers, Mrs. Olusoya. If I look at my life today, I'll say that Mrs. Olusoya played a significant role. She said, you know, you're always reading. And that is the truth. You'll see me with a book all the time, that you should be a lawyer. She sowed that seed, but I didn't take it seriously until I went for A-levels in science subjects. I failed. And then I said, look, I think I'm cut out to be a lawyer. And I sat down for the exams, read, and the rest is history. And I can easily say that I've grown in my practice of law, and I keep growing. And I'm very, very glad to Mrs. Olusoya for sowing that seed in me. So that's the kind of interest teachers took in their students in those days. And at the time OLAMIOSA was started, I never thought that I would be national president. OLAMIOSA is not only about our school, it's not only about giving back to our schools, it's also about developing one another, supporting one another, being there for one another, and pulling ourselves up. And that is what we have tried to build into OLAMIOSA. It's a journey. It's a journey that has started, and as we go on, we keep adding things to it, values to it, that will make our proposition more acceptable and attractive to those old students who have not joined OLAMIOSA yet. Where do I see OLAMIOSA in the next 10 years? I'm grateful for the fact that the first national president did something, and which is, she sets the tone for what we're doing now. And that is Pastor Titi Sholari. Whatever we're doing now is to lay another layer on the foundation that she has built. She worked with a set of people, and then she was able to identify those that can actually move the organization forward. So what we then did was to identify those who can help build structure around OLAMIOSA. And I'm forever grateful to all the members of NEC. I'm grateful to the leaders, I'm grateful to the elders, because there are times when my spirits are down, when I feel that I'm overwhelmed, because I have my day job. And because the school still has so much we can do for it, because OLAMIOSA itself is a growing entity, it takes a lot out of me. So when I'm tired, when I'm dispirited, they are the ones who drive me. They are the ones who give me the impetus to keep going on. They are the ones I look at and I say to myself that if Mama Shote, Dr. Thompson, Mrs. Nancy Edema, and all those who support us in their 70s, Queen Mary Ogu, and they attend all meetings, they are the first to get to the meetings. For me, you have absolutely no reason to pull out. You just have to keep on doing this. I work with a remarkable team. I've learned so much from them, and let me seize this opportunity. If I've not said it before, I'm saying it now. You've all just been wonderful. And I have no doubt that if we continue like this, if we continue to build on the successes and not relent in our efforts, OLAMIOSA is going to be so big. OLAMIOSA is going to be so impactful. And all those who have not joined us will be aching to join us, because it is not about us. It is about paying it forward. And if we build on the structures that we've put in place, and that is why we do a lot of documentation, so that when we are handing over to the next National Executive Committee, we are handing over to them a standard operating procedure that will make things a lot easier for them. I thank members of NEC, like the legal advisor, Mrs. Tolani Idu, Adiola, who, is very passionate about what she does. The people in the publicity secretary, the queens there, they bring out some posters and I'm like, wow, where is this coming from? And right now they're telling us that OLAMIOSA must go digital. And indeed, we are going to go digital. And it is going to be a point of reference for all old associations in Nigeria. I wish us all a good time, and I hope that by the next convention we'll come out with another video that will showcase OLAMIOSA even more elevated than it is now.